coming back home. Playing in front of these fans, and playing in this stadium, and all you guys who I've become friends with over the years. There's a sense of familiarity, and I enjoy coming back here every time I get a chance.
Some players used to joke that after you made that catch, you probably never have to buy a meal here again. Is that the case?
I still buy my meals, but I'd be lying if I said a lot of people didn't, send over stuff when you go out to eat, and that it makes you feel good. And, I'm as down to earth, and try to be as hardworking as I possibly can, just like the people that go to work every day in the city. So I think on some level you have a lot in common. And I always appreciated the way the Philly fans treated me, and thoroughly enjoyed my time here. So it's nice coming back here and being in an environment like the postseason. It's exciting.
Do you think Pat's going to get a different reception this time around? I mean, last time he was cheered.
Yeah, you know what? We talked about that, and maybe. I wouldn't put it past the fans. I mean, this means a lot. Every game is do or die here in the postseason. And as much as I know the Philly fans love Pat, it's crunch time right now, and they're going to be rooting for their team just like as he and I both expect them to be.
When you left here, did you think they had a chance to do what they're doing for this? Did you see something building?
Yeah. I just answered that one. Absolutely. With the nucleus of guys that they had there, and they were all at the time I was here, 06, 07, relatively young. J-Roll was in the middle of his career, but Chase had only been up for a few years. Ryan, Victorino was just coming into his own. Getting a guy like Jason Worth over here, Carlos Ruiz. You can run down the list of guys that they knew were going to be here for a while, and we're only going to become better. And with the experience that we had in 06, coming close, 07, making the playoff, you could see something building. And like I was saying, you got to take your hat off to Pakilik and Ruben for bringing in the pitching to be able to make that team a competitor and be consistent every single season. And they've done that because the offense was always there. In 06 and 07, we didn't quite have the pitching we needed to excel through the playoffs. And they addressed that, and you've seen what happened. They won a World Series. They went back to the World Series again last year. They're here again in the NLCS. And I think everybody in that clubhouse at that time had a feel that that's the direction that the organization was headed.
So when you left here, was that in the back of your mind, like maybe...
No, I knew.
Stay because these guys can be good.
Yeah, I knew at the time what was coming, and at the same time, you have to understand the business side of what the game is, and the Giants were willing to commit to me, for a longer duration than Philadelphia was, and that broke my heart. I don't hold any resentment or any blame towards the Phillies organization. They had to do what they had to do. But it definitely broke my heart because this is a place that I wanted to stay. Wanted to stay here and play in this town, and it just didn't work out in the circumstances.
Yeah. Thanks, Ron.
No problem.
Aaron, guys like you and Pat have been through this before. Has it been helpful as sort of tutoring with some of the other guys and tell them what the postseason's all about?
Yeah, we've got guys on this team throughout, though, that have been to the postseason. Pat, myself, Barry, Uribe, Edgar Renteria. I mean, there's quite a few guys that have been to the postseason here that can help, especially with some of the younger guys. But then we got veteran guys like Freddie Sanchez, Aubrey, who have been around for a while that haven't been, and it's exciting for them to be first time in the postseason. So we got a pretty well-rounded group of some younger guys, some guys with some experience, guys that have been to the postseason. And I think you've seen, what throughout the season, what that mix and what the, having a common goal as a group has done for us.
Having said that it was a heartbreaking decision to leave here, how do you feel about coming back playing in NLCS here?
Oh, it's great. Anytime I get an opportunity to come back and play in this city is fun. It's exciting. A lot of familiar people, you know, places, friends. So, you know, it's always exciting when you get to come back and play in the city.